we go, everywhere we go, oh, oh, oh. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go, oh, oh, oh. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go, oh, oh, oh. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go. The sunshine. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go. The sunshine. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go. Take a road and a road to the open air.
Hi guys, welcome back to Dubventures. Hope you're all staying safe and you're all looking after each other. Right guys, today's video, as you can see, we're out and about. We're getting our daily exercise that's allowed off the guidelines. Luckily for us, this area that we're in, it's just round the corner from our house, so we could take Thor out for a walk and everything. But yeah, so we're out and about. Now today's video, we asked you guys in last week's videos about, you know, if you had any questions and things like that, to send them over. So what we're going to do is we're going to find somewhere, sit down for a little bit before we carry on doing our exercise, and going to answer some questions, aren't we? So we'll catch up with you over there.
Take a chance to throw away your kiss. Take a bus or a plane, it don't matter where. This day is ours, and you and I will bring the sunshine. Oh yeah. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go. Oh, oh, oh. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. Oh, oh, oh. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go. We bring the sunshine.
Right guys, well, Thor's just having a bit of a rest, a bit of a drink. We've just had a sit down as well. Going to start asking some of these questions, so I'll let Brooke ask the first one. So who's it by?
The first one's by Wessex Events Party Planning.
Okay.
And it says, a quick question about the folding seat bracket. It says, Vancraft says it's 10-degree recline, but is that 10 degrees more than standard? So 20 degrees? And then, sorry, Thor's pulling me. And then asks me how much more comfortable is it than before the modification.
Right, okay, so I'll answer the first bit of the question. We don't actually know on the seat, on the original seat, how much the seat was already reclined. So it could be 2%, 5%. We don't know. All we know is that the seat bracket gives an extra 10%. So I don't know if it's like in total 20% and things like that. So it's 10% on top of whatever it is, but we don't know what it was originally. So, go on. What was the second bit of the question?
He asked me if it was made more comfortable, and yeah, it is. Because you can relax back a little bit. I mean, I know you're supposed to sit proper and sit straight, but sitting like that for a full long journey is a little bit uncomfortable. So that little bit means you can have a bit of a slide.
Okay, hope that answered your question. What are they called? Wessex Party Planning?
Oh, come here.
Wessex Events Party Planning. So, right, I'll jump on to the next question. So, Gary Davis, and it says, one question for the Q&A, what did you use to cover your roof lining? Okay, Thor. The roof lining is like a, when we got the panels carpeted, it's like an Alcantara material. I don't actually know what it is. It's just that when we got the carpet lining fitted, they actually had that material there and said, you know, we can do your roof with this. But it's like an Alcantara material. So I'm guessing that you could possibly, if it is something that you want to have done, you know, maybe just Google something like that and see if you can use it as like a lining material. So, but yeah, thanks for your question, Gary Davis. Okay, let Brooke ask that one. No, not that one. So it's not a question. Sorry, this is live, because you know we're going through the questions. Okay, let Brooke ask this one.
Matt's Van Adventure says, what is your favourite modification on the van, and is there anything you would change?
Okay, so we'll answer that question, both of us. As Thor's having a nosy around there. The prickly them plants, Thor, be careful. My favourite modification, without a shadow of a doubt, is the full-size rock and roll bed. It's probably the biggest modification we've done to the van, to be fair. I know a lot of people have like the 3/4 length beds and stuff, but because we've used it so much, you know, the full-length rock and roll bed for me is without a doubt, you know, the best modification that we've done. So, what about you? Is there any
the folding seat bracket?
Folding seat bracket, yeah. Yeah, he's eating grass.
Sorry.
Oh, don't eat the grass. Yeah, sorry, folding seat bracket for you.
Folding seat bracket.
Yeah, I suppose for Thor, the folding seat bracket is probably his favourite modification because he lies on it at night time. You know, when it's when it's folded down. So there we go. Right, guys. The next question. Oh, Thor's found something. He's rolling in it. Right, just give me the phone. I'll ask this question. Right. Okay, this is from. It's off Instagram. This one. It's prov.60a Craig Provan. He's put, for your Q&A, I want to ask you what is our thoughts on drinking alcohol whilst parked up outside of a caravan park, for example in a lay-by in a forest or on the beach. He says his rule is if you're parked up, don't touch it, which really means alcohol. You know, and if you're in a remote location parked up for the night, have your keys away. And then that's fair enough for a few beers. So basically, what Craig Provan is asking is, what are our thoughts on drinking alcohol in the van, you know, whilst we're parked up? Now, have you got snacks? I don't drink, so it doesn't like really bother us, that does it? You know, we can park anywhere we want, and we don't have to think about, you know, for drinking and so on. So if we was wild camping or something, it doesn't really matter.
Drink, I can have a drink if I want one.
Yeah, Brooke can have a drink, type of thing. I mean, like I said, I don't drink, so I can't really answer that question. But me personally, I would say if anybody's thinking of having a drink, especially if you're wild camping, on a campsite, it's fine because, you know, you don't have to leave the campsite or anything. But if you're wild camping, you know, there's a possibility that during the evening you might have to move your van for legal reasons, you know, for personal reasons. But if you've had a drink and you want to like move your vehicle and stuff, then, you know, you could be breaking the law. So it's a bit of a tricky one, that. But like I said, I don't drink, and me personally, if I did drink, I wouldn't drink any alcohol, you know, if I was parked up somewhere. So there we go. What's he doing? Is he just being Thor? Thor's being Thor. Right, let's go on to the next question. Another question that Craig has sent over is, are people storing their vehicles or the vans off the road during this period if they have a car? It would be good to know others' views. I mean, we haven't stored ours off the road, and to be honest, we're not going to. Obviously, no one knows how long this lockdown is going to last, type of thing.
It'd probably be different if you was due to tax your vehicle.
Yeah,
now.
I think, yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, nothing like that's due on our vans, so.
Because it's already paid for, it doesn't really
Yeah, it's already
matter.
paid for, so, but no, if anybody has stolen the vehicle off the road, you know, leave us a comment below, and then in another video, you know, we can answer that question for Craig. Craig's also sent over a couple of pictures of his van over to us, because, you know, we did say in the previous video, you know, about, you know, if you want to send any pictures over and stuff, we'll put it in. So put a couple of pictures of his van here, his pride and joy. So there you go. Thanks for that, Craig. Oh, what's up, Thor? Oh, I think Thor wants some snacks.
Well, Kevin Gallagher? Might have said that wrong, but
Yeah,
sorry about
apologise if we do. But...
that. He's not actually put a question, but he said, I think Thor should have his own channel. What do you reckon, Thor?
Yeah.
Was that a yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thor should definitely have his own YouTube channel. Maybe something we could look into in the future.
Everywhere we go, everywhere we go, the sunshine. Everywhere we go, everywhere.
Right, guys, the next question. We're heading back now because we've been out for almost an hour, so you know we're going to be like heading back to our house now. But had a question of, is that motorhome Ross or motorhome?
Motorhome Arrows.
Arrows or motorhome Ross? I'm not sure. It says, hi Tom, Brooke, Thor, we have two questions if that's okay. During the lockdown, if you could be anywhere in the van, where would it be? That's a really good question, that one. What if you could be permanently somewhere in the lockdown, where would you want to be?
Ooh, tough question. I mean, I loved it in Switzerland and Liechtenstein, but I think if I was in the camper van, which I'm presuming is what he's asking,
Yeah.
100% Scotland.
Scotland, yeah, innit?
Scotland.
You know what, guys, I think I would probably have to agree to that. I mean, we have been to Switzerland, Liechtenstein, and those places, you know, gorgeous. But Scotland, it's Scotland every time, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
If anyone that's got, you don't even have to have a camper van or anything, just like, you know, if you want to do some travelling, right, like north of Scotland, I mean, Durness is superb. I'll put some pictures here of like the views of Durness, so I'll let Brooke squeeze past there. But yeah, get the camera. But yeah, it would be Durness for me as well. So yeah, good question that, motorhome Ross or Aros, motorhome Aros. The other question is, what item could you not be without in your van? Good channel, we enjoy your videos, even if it's a motorhome we have.
Ooh, I know
Listen,
mine.
Vanlife, what's that?
My straighteners.
Straighteners?
My straighteners.
What? Yeah, but that's kind of, well, I suppose it is essential for girls, that, isn't it? Let's get the views round here. Do you know what? We are so blessed that we've got this on our doorstep, aren't we, Brooke? Yeah. You know, that we can like just come, you know, and like... Yeah, you'd have to, if you lived in the city, you'd have to like travel to get to this, but like I said, it's right next to our house. So okay, so what item could you not be without in the camper van? Brooke said straighteners. For me, I kind of like feel put on the spot. Do you know what? We did talk about this earlier on, to be honest with you. It's probably going to be like my protein snacks and things, because, you know, I'm quite an active person, me, so you know, I eat like a lot of like protein, like low fat based snacks type of thing. So probably protein cookies, to be honest with you, because, you know, I've got one with me now, like when you're out and about, you know, if you fancy a healthy snack. So yeah, good question, motorhome Ross.
Arrows.
Send us a comment and let us know who's right. Right guys, we're heading home now, so what we'll do is when we get home, we'll carry on with the Q&A. Right guys, we're back home, so let's continue with the questions. So Brooke's got a question here, so if you want to ask it.
Brian Gatford says, hi, what interests away from van life have you both got?
Well, for me, that one's easy. And there's my protein cookie that I was talking about before. That like comes in line with it. I'm really into fitness, training. I do a lot of like fitness, gym type of thing, mountain biking, thought in the background, mountain biking and stuff. You know, we're really outdoors people, aren't we? You know, and like I said, you know, that's like my big like passion and stuff. You know, I like to eat healthily, relatively healthy, even though in a lot of videos you've probably seen we eat a lot of like snacky food and things. And no, come on, you do at home. I eat like really healthy and stuff. So yeah, that's a big passion of mine, fitness and so on. So what about you? Brooke is a complete opposite. Yeah, she is not into her fitness or going to the gym or anything like that.
I'm not into the gym. I do like being outdoors, but I'm not into the gym at all. I don't eat healthy whatsoever.
At all.
Neither does he, I just admit it.
No, I do eat healthy. You know I do. You know I do.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. But anyway, so go on. So what are your sort of like interests away from family? Yeah, she got a massive DVD collection. You're really into your DVDs.
I love Marvel. Bit of a geek.
Yeah. Well,
like
we both are.
And spa days. I love going out with the girls.
Yeah, she loves going out with the girls, going to spa days. She's asked me to go to a few spas, but it's not really my thing, to be honest with you.
But once he'd be there, he'd love it.
Probably. Hello, Thor.
What are your interests, Thor?
What are your interests, Thor? Squirrels. Yeah, I think he spotted one in the garden. Yeah, squirrels, snacks, and walks, because he is an outdoor doggy. So yeah, thank you, Brian, for that question. Hope that's answered your question. So let's get on to the next one. So I'm just tuna cookie, protein cookie. One question that we get asked a lot of different viewers is, how long have we been together? So.
Too long.
Oh yeah, we go. Ha ha ha.
11 years.
Yeah, been together 11 years.
Should have traded him in a long time ago.
No, she doesn't mean that. But it's funny because as far as van life goes, we've only sort of like been into van life for about 3 years. 3 years van life. So, but yeah, that's how long we've been together. Right, we've got a question. Well, what? I'm confused. Did I miss something then?
Did you hear the way he said?
Did I? So anyway, the next question, we've got a question off Scott Bleasdale, and Scott Bleasdale has asked, are there any pros and no, you didn't say are there any, he put you've got it on your phone, haven't you? He said, what are the pros and cons of having a dog with you whilst you're doing like various van life activities?
There's only, I won't call it a con. The only thing is there's a lot of places that aren't dog friendly.
Yeah, some campsites are not dog friendly, so some
and like some restaurants that you go in and some public places you can't.
But that doesn't really
dog.
affect us because, you know, the world's a big place. For one person,
you just have to research more. Where
yeah, for one
go.
place it doesn't accept pets and things. You know, there's going to be 100 that do type of thing. So, the pros, everything. We would not be without him going anywhere, would we? You know, we love taking Thor with us. You know, I'll just show you, he's just chilling there. But yeah, we take Thor everywhere with us, and you know, he, like, cutting a long story short, is the reason why we got into van life. But yeah, you know what, it's hard to explain unless you've got a dog. It's quite hard to explain, but having a dog with you, it's really satisfying, you know, and it you know, like being able to go on different walks with your dog and things, and it's brilliant. And you know, van life with a dog is amazing. It really is. You know, we wouldn't have it any other way. So thank you, Scott Bleasdale, for that question. Right, we've got a question from Millionaire Scenery, and the question is, where have you been that had the best scenery out of everywhere that you've been?
Scotland.
Scotland again, similar to the question that we got asked before.
Don't get me wrong, I've seen some gorgeous places in Wales.
Yeah.
Especially Snowdonia, but
yeah,
Scotland is just.
Yeah. I mean, again, we said it before. We've been to Switzerland. You know, the scenery there, absolutely, like, breathtaking. You know, driving through the Alps and everything.
Liechtenstein was gorgeous.
Excuse me, Liechtenstein. You know,
Italy.
absolutely, Italy. Do you know what? Everywhere we've been, there's like beautiful scenery everywhere, but
the whole.
Scotland. But Scotland again, when you get like really far north, like through the Highlands and everything, some of the parts of Scotland, just the scenery. So without a shadow of a doubt, you know, like Scotland. So thank you, Millionaire Scenery, for your question. Right guys, get Brooke to ask the next question. It's quite a long one.
This is off Carpenton's Vanlife off Instagram, and he's asked us a few questions. So the first one was, when booking a campsite, do you look for sites that have shops or restaurants? Not really, it's not on the top of our list.
No, not really. I mean,
we do a lot of our cooking.
Yeah, when we look at a campsite, our priority is not whether it's got a shop or what else, or a restaurant. If it has, bonus, because I mean, we've been to campsites where they had a shop and they've had like the sort of like ice lollies and things, and that's been like a nice little bonus. But we don't go to a campsite unprepared with food, do we? So
no.
So it's not essential for us, that. So okay, what's the next one?
Do you buy your food beforehand or when you get there? We buy it before we get there, pretty much.
Yeah.
If we're going on a long trip, obviously we'll buy in between each campsite, but
yeah, if we
already have most of what we want before we go.
And I mean, the supermarkets everywhere. It's only when you get into like the north of Scotland that, you know, you're limited, you know, with shops and things. So we sort of like buy like quite a bit before we obviously go. We work out how many days we've got, and then obviously go from there. So okay.
Like generally the first night, if we're just going for one night or we're only going somewhere for one night, we generally pre-make
the food the night before.
Just warm it up when we're there.
So you know, we normally do that.
Do you cook from scratch? Sometimes.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some
We're gonna do some cooking videos.
Cooking videos on the Ridge Monkey
and things like that. But cooking from scratch,
big meals.
Yeah. I mean, cooking from scratch obviously means like preparing your food, like actually making it rather than just buy some chicken and heating it up, or cook some burgers and heating it up, you know. So we have done in the past.
We've made burgers from scratch
Yeah.
and things like that, but like sometimes we'll just buy already pre-made burgers
that we
just need cooking.
Yeah, that we just heat cook. So okay.
But we are going to try some some
We're-
recipes.
We're gonna do some experimenting over the next few
So
weeks.
keep your eye out for that video, because that should be interesting, because Tom cannot cook and he's the one who cooks in the van. What type of meals do you cook?
Well,
at home, I cook a lot.
Yeah, and in the van I cook a lot, which isn't a lot at the moment.
Cook a lot
In the van?
from scratch.
Well, we've just kind of like answered that question, haven't we already? So,
Right.
but what type of meals do you cook? Like we've just said, it's, you know, if
Well, generally, if we're the type of people that when we go on a camping trip, we go from one place to the next place to the next place.
Yeah, we like to explore.
We don't stay in the same place for more than a night.
Yeah, so we have stayed in some places for 2 nights, but that's maximum because we like to explore.
Yeah, so 2 nights would probably be our maximum. So generally, we probably wouldn't cook like a Sunday dinner, because you need to take quite a bit of stuff to make that. But we don't really stay on campsites that much, so generally we wouldn't cook a big meal like that.
Okay, next one.
What are the pros and cons about cooking in a motorhome or camper van?
I can tell you a con straight away about cooking in our camper van. This is a personal thing. I limit what I will cook, because I won't cook something that, you know, like if you're frying something and it splatters up type of things, like, you know, if like the oil comes out the pan and that can go obviously on the carpet lining and stuff, it's going to smell and it'll be difficult to get rid of that smell. So there's certain foods that I won't cook in the van, but you can cook it outside anyway, obviously if the weather allows you to. But that's one con of cooking in the van.
You heard that, so the next time we go on a camping trip, Tom's got to make me a bacon sandwich.
Outside I'll do that.
You heard it, you heard him say it, you're a witness.
And then what was the rest?
Just to point out, I've not had a bacon sandwich for the whole time that we've had a camper van, so you just heard him say it.
So go on, what was the rest of the question? That's a con. That's a con. But did he say like what are the pros? What
are the pros and cons?
What are the pros of cooking in the van?
Well, it's cheaper.
Well, I mean,
you can cook with a view.
A massive pro is you can be cooking
anywhere you want,
and you can be cooking, and your kitchen window, if you like, could be the beach, could be mountains, you know, rivers, lakes.
You could literally be driving half down the road and go, I'm hungry, let's just stop over and make something.
Yeah, we've done it before, you know, we've like pulled over like really nice places and
just
like
was in
food.
Scotland.
Yeah,
you made us
a lot of these Scotland trips that we're talking about
before we had
the YouTube channel. Now, obviously with everything that's going on, we've said this in the last video, we were going to Switzerland, Liechtenstein and France this year, but we've had to kind of like put that on hold a little bit. So what we're going to have to do now, so we're going to be doing a Scotland trip this year again, so we'll show you guys more about that. So
hopefully sooner rather than later, if all this settles down.
Right, so we've just got a couple more questions, so just let's get on to them. Right, I'll let you say this one. So we've had a comment off Joanne Taylor, and she's put,
she said, who do you think is the most popular
popular
off your YouTube channel out of
me
and Thor? And it's
Thor, without a doubt. We get a lot of comments about Thor.
I reckon it's Thor first, then me, and then Tom last.
Naturally. Right, we've got one more question, so right, do you want to find that question? It's an interesting question, this one, that's why we've saved it till last.
It's on your phone.
Okay, let's get it up. Right guys, last question. Quite an interesting one this, it'd be good to get your guys' opinion on this one. So this is off Woody's Mate, and it says, the weather is going to be warm this weekend. How about filming Brooke washing the van in a bikini? It will lift the nation's spirits. So now Brooke's going to have to answer that question because I'm not Brooke. So what do you say to that comment? I say if we can get 5,000 subscribers by the next video, which is in a week from today, would you consider it?
If it's warm weather, possibly.
Guys, tell everybody to subscribe because I'd be interested in filming that. So a bit of a bikini wash and everything for the channel to lift the nation's spirits. Comment below, is that going to lift the nation's spirits? Clean comments only. Right guys, that's it for today's video. You know, I hope you've enjoyed it. They're just some of like questions that, you know, that we've been asked. We do get asked one question a lot, and I have said it in the past, and I'm going to do a video all about that. That'll be coming up in the next few weeks. So but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We really appreciate it, and everybody that's subscribed already and all the viewers that we've got, you know, we do really appreciate it. So you got anything to add?
We had some videos sent to us off Aaron on Facebook, so we'll pop them at the end for you to watch and what he's been getting up to with his van. Yeah, we've had a few pictures and things like that as well. So you know what we've been sent over, we'll just put a little bit of a montage together for you guys to have a look at now. So, but yeah, please subscribe, and until the next video, all stay safe, look after each other, follow the government's guidelines, take it easy, and until the next one, bye for now.
Bye for now.